Today, we're going to start making some enchilada sauce. You're going to need some 12 peppers. You're going to need garlic cloves, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 4 large chopped onions, 6 cups of diced tomatoes, half a cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of cannon salt, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon of ground red pepper, flakes if you want it. I don't. 1 inch of headspace, and 10 pounds of pressure, and 50 minutes to jar it up. And what I'm going to do is take all the cores out like that right there. Then I'm going to put them in my Instant Pot and let them cook down like that. And then I'm going to jar them up. And when I get ready to jar them up, I'm going to can them in my pressure canner. And get it done today. And that'll make 8 pints today. Thanks. Okay, got that all done. Now I'm going to roast them in the oven for 1 hour. Then I'm going to put them in the Instant Pot and cook them for another hour. And try to get most of the water out. See this part right here? I cook that down. Then I strain it out to make juice. Got them in the roasting pan. Now ready to roast them for 1 hour. At 350. Okay, for my tomato enchilada sauce, I'm going to add this zucchini. I'm going to peel it and roast it with the rest of the vegetables and add it to my enchilada sauce. Because it really don't got no flavor. So you can add it to any tomato product and push it out further for more jars, I guess that's what you call it. Here's everything going in the oven. And it's got all the seasoning and everything. So we're going to roast it for 1 hour. And then I'm going to put it in my Instant Pot. And let it cook for another hour. And then jar it up. And then use my pressure canner. Got my canning jars. Getting ready to get them boiling. And we'll be jarring them up not too long from now. I'm going to let this boil for 20 minutes, these jars, to get them clean. And make sure they're sterilized. And then I'm going to use my electric canner. Can them up. Now I blended all the vegetables up. And now you got to strain it to make it your liquid that you need. After I strained all mine, I put it in the Instant Pot. And I'm going to put it on for 30 minutes. And I added more seasoning because I tasted of it and they wasn't enough. So I had to double my seasoning because I made a bigger pot than what the recipe called for. So always test your seasoning before you jar it up. That is a good fact right there. Here's the pulp I had left. Okay, we're getting to the good steps now. Closer to getting it done. You dump your water out of your good old jars that's heated up. Put your funnel. Stir your stuff. Everything's hot. You need 1 inch headspace. After everything cooked down, mine's only going to make 5 pint jars. Which is a canner full for me, because I'm using my nesco canner. Got it over full. All you do is do like this till you get the way you need it. Perfect. Then I wipe the rims down with vinegar. You can use water or vinegar, it don't matter. Whatever you want to do. Okay, I've got my heated jar lids and rims. You put your lid on. Get your rim. Make sure it's just finger tight. And then you stick it in the canner. And now we're going to do it for 50 minutes. Now you always put something in the bottom of this. You do not let them just sit on the bottom of your canner. Lock the lid, and now I got it set on exhaust. Now we're going to put 50 minutes down here, and then when it does its thing for 10 minutes, then you put it on airtight, and then it will be 10 pounds of pressure for our place. You have to find out what is good for yours, but we got 10 pounds of pressure, so ours is going to do for 50 minutes after the 10 pound of pressure comes on and gets done. You gotta let this do its thing for 10 minutes. Okay, I've not done this in a while, so let's see, I'm gonna put it on high and time for 50 minutes. Okay, and then push start. There it goes. Now, after it does it for 10 minutes, it'll kick down to 50. And then from there, it's done. Always make sure this lid is locked. And don't never try to open it up. Unless this back here is down. As long as this is down, then it's fine to open up. But after it does all of its thing and does 50 minutes, it will have to set for at least an hour and a half. And then this will go down, and then you could open it up. Inside of the canner, before you do anything, you need to make sure your water fill-up line for pint jars is, make sure you got it on a 6. That's 2 32-ounce jars poured in there. And then you put your thing on the bottom, then your jars, and then you close your lid, and you do all that. And then it's right there, it's trying to search for the 10-minute timer to let the steam out. Okay, it's up to pressure. Now we'll be back in 50 minutes. And then we'll have to let it sit for an hour and a half. And then we can take our jars out. So I'll see you back. Now it's on airtight, and 50 minutes we'll be back. And also, we'll have to wait an hour and a half before we open the canner up. Then we'll take our jars out, let them sit on a counter overnight on a towel, and then put them away in the cabinet for 18 months to 2 years. Be careful, it's awful hot when you do this. You don't want to get steam burns. Now you gotta let them sit there for 10 minutes before you take them out. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Thanks for watching. Bye.